Okay, welcome once again to this class. So it's going to be like the practical aspect of, of networking and network security. So now what you can see there is like my Kali. And like I told you, please, if you are here in this class, you should have your laptop with you and you should have your Kali loaded up. Yes. So what we are doing here is a practical aspect of network security. Now, there's a very common tool that we are going to be emphasizing on today. We'll be emphasizing on, aside others, we'll be emphasizing on Wireshark, we'll be emphasizing on Nmap, NetStart, and the likes of them. Please take note of them. Those tools are very, very vital. If at all you want to be well grounded in network security, you should know that you see your Wireshark, you see your Nmap, those two tools, you must be very, 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 very good with them. Now, let's start with Wireshark. Now, Christiana, please confirm if you can hear me well and you can see my screen well.
Yes, I can see your screen and I can hear you clearly.
Okay, thanks. So now, if you want to load up your Wireshark, for those of you using, I'll tell you there are two ways of getting it done. So you come here, you search for Wireshark. It's pre-installed. You open it. It's pre-installed. So we wait for it to load. What I mean by pre-installed means it comes with your Kali ordinarily. Now, if you want to, for me, I have Wireshark on my Kali ordinarily, then I have Wireshark on my Windows. I have Wireshark on my Windows. After, for the sake of demonstration, I'll just show you on my Kali, but I'm not going to use it to practice anything. When I want to practice anything, I'll go to my Windows because for me, it is faster on my Windows. You get? For me, I just feel it is faster on my Windows. I like it there. Now, this, for the sake of demonstration, is how to open your Wireshark. If you want to say you want to capture anything, this is a welcome to Wireshark. Now look at it now. Where is it getting network from? I'm currently connected to my Bluetooth. Then you can see it 0, any, and the likes of them. Ordinarily is meant to be showing signals for this. Now I've clicked on start capture. This sign here, I know it's very small here, like I told you, for the sake of demonstration. I'm not going to use this one. I'm just showing you this in case you are using Kali. This is how to go about it. Now, I'm going to close this one for now. But the same thing that I am doing on my own Wireshark is what you can replicate on your Wireshark. Just I'm going to be using the one that is on my Windows. How do you install it? If you, like I said, it's already pre-installed. Don't bother about that. Then, if you want to get it on Windows, just download the exe file. That's the executable file from their website. So I'm going to share another screen showing you my Wireshark. That's my Windows. Now, what you are seeing there is also Wireshark, but this is Wireshark on what? On my Windows. You notice the Wireshark here is actually very, 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 very responsive. This one is very, very responsive. Yeah, let's talk about this a bit. Let's talk about it. What is it used for? Like, what is it used for? What's the essence? Why did I say it's important? Now, first of all, you use this Wireshark to capture traffic on, like, let me say, an active network interface. I'll close this page. I'll open it again. So please give me a minute. Give me a minute. All right. So this is my Wireshark. Let me close it and I'll open it again. Okay. So I share my screen again. Now, while the thing is loading up, I'll still share the screen, talk about it. Now, when we talk about it, after that, we'll now delve into it completely. Now, you can see my Wireshark. If you look at it very well, it's capturing traffic, right? Wi-Fi 2 is one capturing traffic, but the traffic is capturing is for my own PC. That's my computer. You get this adapter loop. Okay, VMware network adapter is also capturing traffic. That's this VMware here. Let me share my full screen so that you are going to see why it is showing some signs here. Why it's showing for Wi-Fi 2, for VMware network adapter, and for this third guy. I'll share my full screen so that I can see everything. So if you have your system with you, you can just use it you check what the thing is capturing for you. Screen 1. Okay. Is that everything? Yeah, that should be everything. Yeah. Oh, infinity screen. Now, can you see where this arrow is? Can you see that that's the way the VMware is? Chrissy, please confirm you can see it. The VMware there. Anybody? Is anybody there? I may need to unmute another person. Okay, let me unmute. Okay, where is Wizard? I was talking before. Wizard,
Hello. I want to ask, how do you find the Wireshark in Linux? In Linux, Kylie? I don't know how we do it.
I did it before. Go to your Kali. Let me close it again. Close it. Okay.
So
close it. You come here. See this us sign. See this us sign. Click on the us sign. Search Wireshark. Have you seen it?
Us sign. Keep
Are
for
you following?
the screen is kind of small here. So
you don't need to look for it. Just follow my cursor. This guy that is here. You don't need to look for it. Follow my cursor. Can you see this guy that is here? Wizard, are you there?
Yes, I'm actually here.
Wireshark.
Can you see what I'm showing you? Like this whole sign.
The blue guy now.
Yes.
Okay. Alright, I've opened it.
Wizard, are you following?
Yes, sir.
Have you opened yours or you're not even with your system?
Okay, I've opened mine.
I'm in my system currently, but the thing there is that it's only showing half screen. Like, it's not full.
Like your laptop has spoiled.
No. Like, it's not, the Kali Linux is not full on the VMware. So, like, there's still part of the version, the VMware that is showing as part of the Kali Linux. And the host, I can see the host.
Okay, I don't really understand what you're saying, Sha, but just follow up, please. So
Okay.
we click on this, then we search Wireshark. Now, can you see it now? Are we good?
Yes, I've clicked on it.
Have you opened it?
Yes, I've opened it.
Okay, good. So I'm not, like I told you, I'm not going to be using VMware for the sake of this class. I'll be using my own Wireshark. Now I'm coming here. Now you can see. Can you see this VMware network adapter showing these signals? No, sorry, this Wi-Fi 2 showing these signals. Can you see it? No, I'm not saying on your own, on this thing, on my screen, on the Telegram screen. Can you see it?
Yes, I'm seeing.
Yes, sir.
Good. So that's like a sign that okay, we are receiving traffic from this Wi-Fi 2. I don't know if please mute yourself. The reason why I unmuted two of you is because I want to be getting response, so as to be sure that I'm not just talking to myself. Please mute yourself. Thank you. But if I ask a question and you want to respond, you can unmute yourself, you talk, and we are good.
Sorry, what did you say?
Okay. Now,
Was that for me?
no problem. I already unmuted two persons,
Sorry about
so
that.
I just needed their feedback.
I saw it.
No problem. Now,
Yeah.
we can see on this VMware that is receiving traffic, but this is our own area of interest because most of the activity I'm doing is going via this Wi-Fi too. I just need us to understand the way this guy is capturing traffic on this my stuff. Now, let's even talk about it more. Let's talk about it more. That's this Wireshark. Aside from this capturing of traffic, if I click on this guy now, see this blue, please everyone look at this blue, like it's looking like the fin of a shark, start capturing packets. You will see that this place is going to be flooded. You see a whole lot of information will be on the screen. Can you see? It's capturing a whole lot of packets. It's capturing a whole lot of packets. As a matter of fact, it has captured over 1590 packets. Please, I need someone to explain to me what a packet is. Just raise up your hand, let me call you. Let me be sure you even understand what I'm talking about. Okay, let me leave this thing on just my Wireshark. Christy, please, if you are there, me unmute somebody. I will explain what a packet is for us. And also, okay, no, just let me unmute someone. Sorry, Christy, are you there?
I see.
Okay, yeah, talk, please.
Okay, I say a packet is just like a data or incoming traffic message that comes in, like a traffic, something like that.
Please, sorry, please don't call it a data. I want to, there's like a huge difference. It's not a data, please. So correct yourself.
I want to say, I know it's something like an incoming traffic that is coming.
I don't still like the word traffic. Let's hear from Temi. I think Temi wants to say something. Temi?
Yeah, when it comes to traffic, that means we have a lot of a lot of system or a lot of Wi-Fi or
I can't really hear you properly.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, it's better now.
Hello?
Yes, proceed, please.
Hello, can you hear me?
Christiana, can you hear me well?
Yeah, when we talk about traffic, that means we have a lot of let me say yes, I can hear you now.
I don't know if my network is the one that is lagging or is his network that is lagging. It seems to be capturing what I'm saying like seconds later. Wizard, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I think your network is quite alright. Okay, Joella, let's hear from you. What is a packet?
Packets are pieces of information, or like you say you don't want the word data, but they're information. Let's say messages, videos, chats sent over a network.
Okay. Thank you. There's a reason why I said I don't want the word. There's a reason why I said I don't want the word data. It's because yes, you can say a packet is um like a unit of data, quite alright. But then I have a problem with it because it is different from the actual data they were talking about. Normally, just like when I was explaining that stuff, when I was saying I want to send letter to somebody, I'll write the letter on the sheet of paper, I'll put it inside envelope, I'll stamp the envelope, all those processes. I want you to understand that it is quite different from the data itself. Now, let's assume okay, let's remember we talked about that encapsulation and decapsulation that we talked about yesterday. The process of adding headers and trailers and showing headers encapsulation to that payload is like the data. That payload is like the data. Now, sorry, please, this network is really disturbing me. The moment I notice that the thing is disconnected, I will just stop talking so that you don't miss what I'm saying. Now, what I'm saying in essence is that that actual data is different from the packet me I'm referring to, because there's a level from data to packet, or from that unit, that small unit to what, to packet. Now let's clear it out. You know the process of encapsulation, you know the process of decapsulation. Now encapsulation is, I already explained that yesterday. Just agree with me that the final stage of that encapsulation, we can say, is what, the packet. Because the original data that you are sending, let's say you want to send an email or what have you, that data that is created by the application, that one is at the beginning stage. Now let's add the application layer. Take for example, you are using the OSI model theoretically. Now something is going to be added to it. Let's say the header will be added to it. It could, e.g., it could be the TCP, it could be via TCP, it could be via UDP. Please pay attention to this TCP and UDP explanation. You don't see it as the information being adversarial. The reason why it's like this is because there was no proper or comprehensive class on networking. You get, our own business here is actually the security aspect. But yesterday's class, I tried to explain as much as possible what this thing is. Now, Now, there is something they call TCP, there's something they call UDP. Both of them are protocols. Now, one is with user datagram, the other one is, I think, transmission. I've forgotten the meaning, the full meaning of TCP. But when like actual messages, just know that we are talking about TCP. When you send something like this video call that we are doing, just know that is what is UDP. Now, some of them normally have, some of them have like lots of information, some of them will not have lots of information. Like now, actual messages sent, that's like TCP. That one, there's no loss of information. I don't want to go into the old drama that is there. But now, if you are voice calling somebody or you are video calling somebody, the protocol that is used is UDP. Please, I need us. I want us. That's why I want us to like take note of that. That's why you will notice that this. Look at the protocols. Look at what you can see on your screen. The protocols. You can see that you can see a lot of. You can see UDP. That's because of it's basically capturing. You see this video call that we are making. When it's being segmented into packets, it's basically capturing it, and then this UDP that dealing with. Now, please, you may want to read up TCP and UDP. You may want to read it up. It's very, very important because this UDP that I said, like user datagram protocol, is quite fundamental. Even TCP too. I think it's transmission something, maybe transmission control also. Yeah, please, very, very important. Okay, let's proceed to this our Wireshark guy. Now, Wireshark has captured so many, has captured like traffic, right? It has captured traffic. Let's end this. Let's start another one. It's asking us, do you want to save the captured packet before starting a new capture? Your captured packets will be lost if you don't save them. Let's continue without saving. Continue without saving. So it's going to start like a new one. Is it started a new? Yes, that's started a new one. Now a whole lot of stuff. Now see what's going to happen. We are going to do like a small exercise. We'll do a small exercise. That exercise is we are going to visit a website. We are going to input some details there. We'll now see if our Wireshark is able to capture those details. I don't know if I'm making any sense. So before we move into that, let's talk about some things that we can see here. Normally now, application is like an application now, so it should be easy to navigate around. This is for start to capture. This for end. Please follow the cursor. If you want to stop the capture, this one is for filter. Why is there filter? There's filter because of you are dealing with hundreds, thousands of packets here, so you need to be able to filter it. Now let's really talk about some that might be of interest to us. See this Wireshark that I'm trying to explain in 1 hour is what some people will do for like 1 week. So for you to know that there are a lot of things I would not see. So you can as well master it yourself. Now let's filter out. Do we just want only the HTTP request? HTTP. Press enter. This is the only HTTP packet that went out or in from my system. What's the source? Look at the IP address of the source. What's the destination? Look at the IP address of the destination. And if you notice, it got a reply. What is the reply? Look at 179.154. That's the what is now the source. That's the reply it got. Can you see? So this filter is just to filter out only the HTTP requests that we have. Now let's clear it away. It's going to bring out every that's everything there. Let's check out another request. Let's see another filter. Okay, look at this IP address 172.20.10.4. So we want only this thing that that has business with this IP address, we are going to press filter like IP.address. So it should be equal to you press equal to 2 times 172.20. As it's showing red means no result for that. 0.10, 0.4. Press enter. It's going to give you results that has that IP address alone. So the reason why I'm saying this is because for Adventure, there is a proxy site. Anyways, we are not doing it for negative purposes, but it's still we are training ourselves to be cybersecurity persons, right? In a situation whereby there's a proxy site that somebody is connected to, and you want to know, probably you want to monitor the traffic, what the person is doing, and what have you, you definitely should know the IP address of the target. Then you input a filter like that. IP address equal to, you put that IP address. All the packets is going to show you here will just have business with that 172.20.10.4. Can you see? There are a lot of filters. I'm just saying those ones that what I can remember. Let's talk about another filter. Let's just use for TCP, just those ones that have to do with TCP packets. To bring out all the TCP packets. These are all the TCP packets there. Now let's do like a small exercise. Let's do a small exercise. That small exercise is going to be, see, we are going to go to a website. We are going to input username and password. We are going to use, we then use our Wireshark to see. We are not going to use HTTPS. We are going to use HTTP. Can someone tell me the reason why I'm going to be using HTTP instead of HTTPS for this, for the test, for this practice or something? Anybody? Adi, let's hear from you. Why am I going to be using HTTP instead of HTTPS for this practice?
Because the site is not secure.
Come again, please.
I said because the site is not secure. HTTPS is meant for sites that are secure.
Okay. So what's the difference between that HTTP and HTTPS? Yeah, you said the normal thing that everybody should know. HTTPS is like secured. HTTP is not secured. When packets are transmitted for sites that use HTTP, what is the difference between when it occurs on HTTPS? Can you tell me just like one difference?
Sorry, I didn't get a question.
Oh, the repeat is a problem. I was like, what's the difference between HTTP and HTTPS? Talking about okay, let me just answer it. I don't want to like be repeating the question. Okay, what the answer to the question is for HTTP, when you transfer information, it always goes in plain text. But for HTTPS, it's always encrypted. You get what I mean by encrypted is you're not going to see it. Let's say you type in username John, password 12345. You're not going to see it as a plain text. You're going to see it as for HTTP, you're not going to see it as for HTTP, you're going to see it as plain text. But for HTTPS, you will not see it as plain text. It's going to be encrypted. You write as rubbish. Yeah, good. So now let's clear all these things that we have here. We're going to visit one site now. Let's go and visit this site. Let's first clear all these ones. Make it. Oh, don't worry. Let's just go and visit the site. Let's check one HTTP site, which is let's use I want you to see my entire screen. Okay, so now let's visit this site. There's this site we might use to test all these things. Testphp.com. PHP. Now, okay. We go to home. Let's go to. I'm coming. Let's go to. There should be a sign up page now. I'm signing page. Let's go to sign up. Yes, you can see sign username. Let's use tests. Tests CST. Password CST. Then we log in. We've already logged in, right? Forget about this one. We've logged in. Now let's go to our Wireshark to go and look for that information. Let's assume we captured that. We're monitoring someone else's network, and we were able. Sorry, please, Christy, please mute yourself. Okay. So now let's go to our Wireshark, and like I said, now the scenario is that we're monitoring someone's network. Now, for adventure, that person went to a website. The person went to input his details there, right? Like I said, for practical purposes or for the sake of this tutorial, for the sake of this class, we are using the site as HTTP because we don't want to go through the stress of decrypting an encrypted message. Do you get? So since it's going to show us in just plain text, we are using it in just we'll capture it in just plain text. So let's go to our Wireshark. This is our Wireshark. I need somebody to tell me what is the, definitely we have a lot of information here. We're not going to use everything. So can you tell me the filter to use? That's going to help me out. What's the filter to use?
HTTP.
Somebody.
HTTP.
Okay, let's go there. Wizard said HTTP. Looking for this thing too. So good. Now HTTP. We are going to search for it. I'm coming. It's taking time to filter it out. Just wait a minute. That's filtered it out. You can see now. You can see tests. I'm coming. Test.php. I'm sure it is not all these ones. It is this. Can you observe this? This is where it started from. Look at this 58912. This packet 58912 started from there. 172.20 supposedly our IP address. It sends this to this. Then it sends a get to this. Can someone tell me just two methods or two HTTP verbs that the person can? Anybody? Let me ask. Okay, Lillian, can you tell me any HTTP method that you know? Just two popular ones. You can call it method, you can call it verb. She's not here. Francis. is not here. Lawal. Thank God we can all see my screen and you can see the way people are raising up. And so when you raise, you want to say something. So when I call you, please, you unmute your mic and you talk. If you're not going to say anything, you can as well. Don't raise up your hand. She's not here. Joyella.
We have get. Can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I can.
Okay. So some of the HTTP what we have get, we have post, patch, and delete, right?
Okay, we have get, we have post. That's like our major, our interest. Now, what is the difference between get and post? Can you tell the class the difference between get method and post method?
Okay, get, like the name implies, just to get anything
Just to get
information.
now, and
Yeah,
post as the name implies, just to post now.
it's just to send, yeah.
Do I beg, do go deeper, go more technical.
Okay. Let's say get means like viewing a web page. I don't know if that will serve, or receiving an information from a data
What about
to
post?
view. Post is more like submitting a form. I just don't know how to put it, but I think post is more
So
like
which?
sending. Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, now continue.
Okay. I don't know what I'm saying. I said that get is more like viewing a web page, right? Or retrieving data from server, and then post is more like submitting a form or registering a user, more like.
So now, which one do you think will be our area of interest? If, take for example, we want to filter out the username and password. Which one do you think we are going to use?
We are going to use the get to filter out the username and password.
Eh, eh. Okay, let's follow you now. Let's follow you. Let me meet you. She said we're going to use gates. Let's follow her. Okay. I wish you are the one checking it. Check where's the first guy? This guy. Where's the first guy? This is us. Look at this 58912 packet number 5819112. This is us. This is our IP address. 172.20.10. Sent a, sorry, let me confirm this IP that they are giving me. I'll come out to confirm the IP they are giving me. So let me show you guys what I'm doing. Let me show you what I'm doing. Okay. You can actually see it. Abby. Yes, you can see it. Wizard, confirm if you can see what I'm doing. That's like that command prompt.
Yes, sir.
Okay. We're interested in knowing what it is. So just use ipconfig. For Linux, know that ipconfig is what am I saying? For Linux, you're going to use ifconfig. So if you put ipconfig, you see Ethernet adapter. This is now our area of interest. Wireless LAN. No. Let's move further. Good. Look at this wireless LAN adapter. Can you see? You can see the IP address. Wireless LAN adapter Wi-Fi 2, which is what? 172.20.10.4. That shows that so I'm going to close this page now. That shows that our IP address is 172.20.10.4. We are communicating. This is what I told you, 58912. Look at the communication with this test PHP. It sent a get request. Now, upon sending that GET request, there is a reply from the website server to us back. It gives us a 200 OK. Now, there are still things to know under all these things. They call them series. There's 100 series, there's 200 series, there's 300 series, there's 400 series, there's 500 series. I didn't talk about that yesterday. Please, it's very, very essential to know. I can actually talk about 100 series, 200 series, 300 series, 400 series, 500 series as the very popular one that you know, error 404. Error 404 meaning I think it's server not available. So yes, that's that one. But let's just briefly talk about like 100, 200, 300 and the likes of that. Please, it's also very important. Like I told you, all these things are under networking. 100 is for 100 series. When I mean 100 series, mean 100, 101 and the likes of that, 102 and the likes of that. They're always like informational stuff. Now 200 series is the one we should know that one very well because 200 will tell you okay. Once the server gives you 200 as the response, it's actually talking about okay, that's successful. That thing that you've asked for is successful. The request is successful. Now, whenever you see a 300, that's 300 series. It could be 301, it could be 302, it could be 304, it could be what have you. There's always like a redirection. Take for example now, those days, not even those days, now some of you normally download movies from I don't know, I think Net Nigeria. When you download movie from Net Nigeria, you click on the link, it will not take you to another link. If you are monitoring that kind of website, what is going to show you is not a 200 because what you are looking for is not what it's giving you. Instead, it's taking you to another place. Maybe you want to download a movie from Net Nigeria. It just take you to one bet something, maybe bets company. They'll be advertising nonsense bets for you. You get? So that's like a 300 series. It could be 304. Sometimes then the server might not be there again. Maybe they moved it permanently from where it used to be to another place. It will give you like a 301. Now there's one that we should always know. That's that 400 series. You should know from error 404. Error 404 is when that server that you're looking for is no longer there. It's not found. Another one is very popular. Another one that is very popular is forbidden. Error 403. Yes. If you don't have the authorization to visit a particular, this is going to give you error 401. That's like unauthorized. And the last one is maybe when the server itself is having error. That one is 500 series. Observe from what you are seeing here is a 200, right? This 200 is telling you that it's okay. That request that you gave is positive. Joella said we have interest with the gets, but sorry, it's not correct. We actually have interest. I said it yesterday. You have interest with the what? With the posts. Get method is just to you want to. I think she said it. You want to retrieve data from the server. She said it. Then you want to fetch a particular web page. The way I put http www.testphpvonweb.com. That means I'm calling that login page. I'm calling it that Afa Como. I want to log in. That's a get request. You get? Even if I search for something on the website, it's a get request. Even when I search for the login page or the contact us page or the FAQ, the do you want to ask more questions page, they are all get requests. But now post, let's use a word. She said as the word sound get, as the word sound post. Same thing applies to post. Say you want to create a new account, you want to post you want to post like information there. We're talking about post. You want to submit a form, talking about post. You want to update something, you're talking about post. So as we did username and password, we are dealing with posts. So now let's look at it again. Let me be sure I'm even broadcasting. Okay, I'm still. Okay, let's look at it again. We have this to this is a get. It replied back. Look at this post request. Look at this post request from us. This is us. Look at this one, please. What am I saying? 62900. Packet number 62900. From here, to this. This is a post request. So we are going to what? Look at what I'm doing. I'll follow it. I'll follow what? The TCP stream. I'll follow the TCP stream. Let's see what we have there. Follow me while I follow it. It's loading it up. We're going to see the information that is there. What we are just trying to do here is to analyze packets. We are trying to analyze packets. So let's wait for it to load up. I'm sure we can see what's on the screen. This is a post request. The host is testphp.vonweb.com. We have all this. Now, what did we post? Can you see this? Uname is test, pass is test. That's the username that we put there and the password that we put there. If you are not seeing it, this is it here. So we've already what? Captured those contents. As a matter of fact, if you go to another website, let's go to another website. Let's use Facebook. We will now try to log in. Is it Facebook? Facebook, I'm sure they will encrypt that one. We will now try to log in. No. Don't let us use Facebook. If we use Facebook, I don't know my details. So if I should just log out, I can't log in again. We'll just skip that one. We just know that if you try to do something like Facebook, it's going to be encrypted. This one that I see username, test, password, test. Now you're not going to see the same thing. So we close this. So we close this. So I'll leave the floor open for any question that we may have.